Very scary. This crash is something you would see and not expect anyone to survive, but thankfully Dora Schwager did. Her family calling it a Christmas miracle.
It's hard to see someone so full of life and happy and telling jokes, bruised and bleeding and covered in glass.
Just 2 days before Christmas, Dora Schwager was driving her postal truck along M57 near Shaner Avenue when she was involved in a head-on crash with a semi-truck. The accident, one of many, after a winter storm swept across West Michigan. This was the aftermath.
She has broken basically both arms, both wrists, her pelvis bone, her tailbone, both legs, both feet. Pinky in one, and she has broken rib cage. So she is doing as good as anyone could possibly do with basically their entire body shattered.
Her daughters Kendra and Paige say she's worked at the post office for several years. They were both at home when they got the call.
Because of the blizzard and everything, I was working from home. And she was the one who called me, and thankfully I'm not too far from Butterworth. So my partner and I dug out his car and drove here as soon as we could, as carefully as we could. But it was surreal.
Both shocked but grateful that the crash didn't cost their mom her life.
You just see the photos. You would think that the person did not make it.
Yeah.
She thankfully has no brain damage. She doesn't have any teeth missing.
Her spine's intact.
Her spine's good.
She's not paralyzed. She can wiggle her toes and fingers.
Dora had surgery Christmas Day and is now in recovery. A holiday normally filled with fun family traditions, the opposite this year.
And it was hard standing in like the living room that day, waiting for my stepdad to pick me up and drive us back to the hospital, and know that we weren't going to have Christmas morning there. We weren't going to have our normal traditions of like French toast and mimosas and like it and the music. It's so hard to hear Christmas music and just think of like, it's not Christmas.
In the meantime, Kendra and Paige are hoping to get back what their mom lost in the horrific crash and help with medical bills as she recovers.
They had to cut basically her out of her entire winter gear and clothes. So she lost everything she was wearing that day. She lost her purse. She lost her ID. Any of her personal belongings. The only thing she didn't really lose is her phone.
They don't know what the future holds for their mom, but the fact that she survived this is a Christmas miracle in itself.
We're not sure how quickly she'll be able to recover, if she'll be able to walk again, if she'll be wheelchair bound, how intensive physical therapy will be. All of these things that are the aftermath are just kind of unknown.
They do expect their mom to bring in the new year in the hospital as well. If you would like to donate, you can find the link in this story on our website. In studio, Jamie Sherrod, Fox 17 News.